Day 4. Day 4 of no food stamps. Day 4 of not being able to afford groceries.
How am I supposed to pack my lunch for work with leftovers if I don't have my food stamps? I work all day, I pay my taxes, and I still can't afford a full cart of groceries. You cut us off November 1st.
To the people who are saying they're going to start stealing the food if their food stamps don't hit for November, I can't even say I blame you.
SNAP benefits canceled until further notice. What have you done? What have you done? Fast food restaurants, bar up your windows and lock your doors, because we will be hungry. Wendy's, we're going to want that $5 biggie bag still, but we won't have $5. McDonald's, we're going to want that chicken McNugget meal, but we won't have no money on our mobile app.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Actually, guys, 17 million Americans, especially white people, they're about to lose their SNAP benefit, and of course, as always, they're finding who to blame, and of course, they are blaming black folks. Guys, this is insane, and some of them, they're even thinking of stealing food. Oh my god, this is crazy, guys. Let's dive in. The credit goes to the owner of the videos. I'll be back with more commentary.
Hold up, so Congress people still get to draw a paycheck, but the military doesn't get paid, government workers don't get, TSA doesn't get paid, and SNAP benefits go away? Like, there's not enough money for that, but for the people who've been off for 5 weeks, who can't get their shit together to do their fucking job, like, they still get paid. I feel like if you can't do your job, you shouldn't be able to get a paycheck. Like, the military should definitely be getting paid. Government workers in general, TSA, should be getting paid. And I know there's some people who don't care that the SNAP benefits are going to go away because they think that people are like leeching off the government. But as someone who has been on SNAP benefits before, like, you don't get that much money. Or at least I didn't. For a single person, I think I got like $250 a month. And yeah, you can buy like whatever you want except for alcohol and hot food. But $250 does not go very far. Like, even back then, that was in like 2010, 11. I just moved to a new city. I didn't have any clients, so I was working off commission. And even though I was there 8 hours a day, like, some days I wouldn't make any money. So that was a really like vital resource for my survival. Because after rent and bills, like, there wasn't very much money left.
Breaking news, next week is the last week for food stamps, as the funding will be completely ran out. You heard me right. 40 million Americans will no longer receive SNAP benefits, including food stamps, after next week. This is due to the government shutdown, and did you know that 1.5% of the total US budget goes to food stamps? And now, because the shutdown is happening and the budget cannot be created, none of the money is going to food stamps, meaning you're not going to get them. What's interesting is this could have been avoided, not by no government shutdown, but the USDA held a meeting over the weekend deciding on whether to use backup money for food stamps for another month. They decided that basically it's not important enough to tap into that emergency money to have food stamps yet again going into the holiday season. Around 13% of the US population is on food stamps. Comment your thoughts and share this video to make people aware, and follow for updates.
A little PSA to all of my grocery store workers. In the event that the government actually goes through with it and does not issue food stamps for the month of November, which is also the same month that Thanksgiving falls in, please keep one thing in mind. Trying to catch somebody stealing, trying to prevent somebody from stealing, reporting somebody for stealing is not beneficial to you at all. You are not going to get a raise. You are not going to get a bonus. You are not going to get any extra money by trying to stand in the way of somebody who is trying to take food to feed their family. Stand to gain absolutely nothing by turning into the supermarket superhero of the day trying to catch people stealing. Please do not put yourself in any harm's way to protect a company's inventory that does not belong to you. While I'm not condoning or suggesting for anybody to do anything illegal at all, what I am saying is that people are going to feed their families one way or the other. So just don't be that person that decides to go above and beyond their job duties just.
I don't understand the amount of people that sat here, voted against themselves, literally against themselves, their families, people that they actually cared and loved about in their own interests. voted against that, right? And are now sitting here screaming, crying, oh my God, what is going on in the world right now? What is happening? All this stuff is happening to me. Yeah, you voted for this. Because when you voted for this, it was all outlined in Project 2025. Had you read it, you would have fucking known what was going to happen.
So guys, it's so weird because for long time people try to push this myth that more black people were on welfare than the white, but of course always number prove the opposite, and now they are like losing it. They are just coming on public and people are laughing about it, but as always they always want to find someone to blame, someone who is in who are causing the problem. They don't even see their own choice. The person they voted for is the one who's causing this. They just like want to be so blind. They don't want to see their own mistake. That's what I think, because it's obvious it's not a lie. So I don't know, guys, let's keep watching.
42 million Americans are about to go hungry. It's actually super fucked up. SNAP, which is a food assistance program here in the United States, is about to collapse. Thank you, government shutdown. And the longer the government stays shut down, the longer this means that millions of people may not be able to get food to eat. Many people rely on this as their sole source of food income. If they don't get their SNAP benefits, they aren't eating. SNAP funds groceries for 42 million Americans every single month. That is 1 out of 8 people in this country. But because the government hasn't passed a funding bill since October 1st, it's about to run out of money. And if the shutdown continues going, people could be losing their access to food as early as November. Like, SNAP covers food for working people, families, seniors, people with disabilities, veterans. But instead of our government coming together and finding a solution for once, of course, the government shut down again. And this time, so far, it's the second longest shutdown the United States has ever had. That also means that hundreds of thousands of federal workers are also either furloughed or working without pay. Think about that. The richest country on earth can't pay its federal employees right now because they don't want to. The government is using real human lives as leverage in this fucking political bitch fight. Like, I don't think people understand that when the United States government gets shut down, it isn't the government that is suffering. It's the average working class citizen that suffers first. It's us that's hurting, or is going to.
So I just received an email from my food stamp benefits saying that if the government shutdown lasts longer than this month, I will not be receiving any benefits next month. And it's like, this month is kind of already done with, so I don't really see the government opening back up before October's over. What I get paid equals to the amount of what my bills are. Just bills. So that doesn't include diapers and wipes, gas, food. It's just the rent, the water, the electricity, the cable, the internet, my phone bill, and my car insurance. That's the bill. I find myself left struggling to put gas in my car, buy diapers and wipes, and food. Luckily, I have food stamp benefits. So if I don't receive my food stamp benefits next month, it's like, and it's not like I'm like sitting around being lazy just collecting help from the government. I work full time. It's just everything's increasing except my pay rate. There's a lot of people that are in my situation that work full time and still cannot afford to buy food because your paychecks literally cover just bills. So me seeing that email in my phone just now kind of like blew my whole evening because I wasn't really believing the rumors. I don't really follow the news and all that. I mean, us moms always figure it out. We're always gonna find a way. But it is kind of stressful, like having to now think about how I'm gonna buy food next month, plus all my bills that I can barely afford anymore.
And what's so killing them is that actually the administration they voted for, they stand for, they're the one who are cutting their own SNAP benefit or welfare, and now they feel so horrible. They don't want to admit their mistake. They want to find someone to blame. But guess what? This is what you voted for. Sit down and enjoy. You voted using your hatred, and look what you are getting in return. This is really karma. Karma is real, guys. Let's watch.
So it has now been confirmed that food stamps will not be continuing into November with the government shutdown continuing, which means that millions and millions of people who rely on food stamps for food for themselves, their families, their children will now be going without. And while I can never tell other people exactly what to do, how to feel, or what to say, I can say that I am blind, deaf, the second I walk into a grocery store, such as Walmart, Target, you name it. I don't see anything. You have baby formula, that's great, moving along. You have food for your kids, your family, yourself, that's great, moving along. You're getting a turkey because you and your family still deserve a good Thanksgiving just like everybody else. I'm moving along. I don't see anything. Firstly, because these corporations are multi-billion-dollar corporations who will not even understand that they're losing any money because they're not. Because of their shrinkage, they'll just pay it off to insurance, they'll write it off as a tax write-off. The companies are not struggling. And I don't hate my fellow Americans who are struggling just like I am enough to get them in trouble for trying to feed their family because the government has failed them. Your question shouldn't be, why are people stealing? Your question should be, why is the government allowing people to get so desperate that it is necessary?
Trump has cut my food stamps from $2,800 down to $350. Now, what am I supposed to do? So I literally just got this piece of mail today saying that due to new policy changes from the Trump administration, all this shit, whatever, that all these cuts and whatever he's doing over there, now they're telling me I have to go work. Now I have to go do all this. Well, I literally got 5 kids. Okay. I'm trying to sit here and spend time with them. I'm not trying to go work, 50, 60 hours a week so I can pay bills. I just really don't understand. I voted for him this last election because I thought what he had good was going on, but now all of a sudden, all this policy stuff's coming out, and now he's making all these cuts, and now he doesn't want to help the less fortunate people no more. I'm done with that guy. I'm not. If he gets voted in again, I'm leaving this country. Because I'm not dealing with this no more.
Actually, what's happening? For me, my real question is like, why many Americans right now, they're really suffering to afford grocery. That's the real question you should be asking yourself. That means you voted for someone who is like worsening the economy every day. And I remember many people voted for him. They're like, oh, we voted for him because he's going to change our economy. We are going to have a lot of money. Everything is going to be cheap. Gas is going to be cheap. Like on the first day of his president. Oh, wow. That's really nice. What do you think right now? Now you can't even afford grocery. Even you are losing your job and your company and everything, you are suffering. And people who you are trying to blame is the people who want you, who try to tell you, don't vote for this guy. He doesn't care about any America. He will let you suffer. You will just regret it. Michelle Obama also warned you. So like, once you vote for this guy, every American, no matter where you are, his presence will reach you in bad way. Many people warned you, but you guys, you are like, nah, I don't know. You thought maybe the other people will suffer like black or brown. I don't know. This is crazy because you don't vote someone who is always bankrupt. You don't vote someone who don't even keep their promise. You don't vote someone who don't respect women. You don't vote someone who just like, oh my God, I don't know. There's a lot of things obvious, and you just ignore all that and voted for him, and now look, your family is in trouble. You can't even buy grocery for your family because you're ignorant. I can say like, that's why many people say like they don't feel sorry for MAGA, for people who voted for him, because at the end of the day, you voted for this. But I feel sorry for your kids, like the young one, because they didn't have any part in it, but also you cause all this. Can you imagine to lose your own farm, your own family, your job because the bad choice you made? Because they told you like, oh, we are white, or we are like this, we have to vote like this, and you voted just like that without knowing the person, without knowing the plan of the person. And many of you don't even know the project he had. You didn't even ask any question, because actually he didn't even mention anything. He said like, oh, on the first day I will just change this, but you don't ask how are you gonna do it. Show us the way. Which strategy are you gonna use? You didn't even bother asking that. This is like this is like 100% your fault. Whatever happening to you, if you voted for this, trust me, it's on you. And don't even push people to feel sorry for you because you voted for this. At the end of the day, this is insane, guys. I have few comments from the people. Let's hear what the people are saying about the situation. The first one said, this is exactly what happened when you vote against your own interest. Correct. The second one say, I grew up on food stamp in white rural town. People don't want to admit how common it is. The third one say like the brain game keep working because nobody check the math. The fourth one say, I lost my benefit this month. It's really out here. Respect for covering this. The last one said they have been using the trick since Reagan divided into divide, distract, and dominate. Yeah, that's what they want. That's what he wants. He wants to divide you to make you hate each other, and so he can finish you like easily. He can manipulate you. He can do whatever he wants, and you won't be able to complain. That's what he's doing. And he don't care that you voted for him. He don't care that you're white. He don't care that you're black. He don't care that you're brown. That's the reality, guys. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time as always. Bye.